And part of what I wanted to offer today is doing things a little bit differently. And when we do things a little bit differently, we open up our minds to new ideas and new thoughts and new ways of doing things, opening your mind to possibilities. And so as you lie there on your back with your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly, just notice your chest rise and fall and your belly rise and fall with your breath. And connect to your breath. Notice the air come in through your nostrils and out through your nostrils. Notice how it feels moving through your body. And today I wanted to offer up the quote that Rhonda Magee actually said in our book club a few weeks ago, that it's our call to experience the joy even as we work towards solutions. And this idea has resonated with me in so many situations, and this week in particular, as the pandemic is rearing its ugly head again, and people are finding more stress and angst, and things are being canceled and changed. It's still our call to experience the joy, even as we work towards solutions. And so often in healthcare, so many of us focus entirely on the solutions and on the negativity and on the scarcity of the moment, rather than on the fullness of the moment and what perhaps we could celebrate in the moment. And I was further inspired this morning by a post of a physician colleague about the importance of celebrating. And I realized that I didn't realize, I know I'm not a celebrator by nature, but many of us are not celebrators. We think it's gloating or bragging, or in my family, you were to be humble and keep your head down and work hard. And yet this idea that celebrating is mindful and noticing the good is mindful and owning the positive, even in these challenging moments, can be healing and can be helping. This idea that if we are more positive and we notice what's positive and what feels good, we show up with more positivity and that spreads to everyone else. So what I wanted to offer today is opening ourselves up, even in this moment, when I do want to acknowledge that perhaps many of you are not feeling positive, that opening yourself to a little bit of positivity, some joy and celebration, even of the small things, can create a big shift within you. So with your hand on your heart, can you open your heart to take in a little bit of joy? Notice what feels good right here, right now. As you press your hand into your heart, it releases a tiny bit of oxytocin, and let that circulate through your body. And take a moment in your mind to notice what in your body right now feels good. And what perhaps in your life today is good or feels good. Do you have something to celebrate? Something small, something big. But take a moment and acknowledge it and own it. In coaching, we call this the capacity to have. And many of us as physicians have a minimal capacity to have. We don't own our success. We have a hard time taking compliments and gifts. And can you just allow that space behind your heart to grow a little bit in this moment, to nourish you and to fill you with more positivity and to spread it throughout your body and beyond your body? Take a big deep breath in through your nose. Send it to that spot behind your heart and let it all out. Another big deep breath and a huge out breath. And take a moment to connect with your intention for this morning, a wish, what you hope to notice, what could you celebrate, how could you allow a little more positivity, perhaps a little joy into your life in this moment. And then bring your hands to the outer edges of your thighs and draw your knees together. So the soles of your feet are on the floor, knees are pointing up towards the ceiling. Stretch your legs out long in front of you. Reach your arms above your head towards the top of your mat and take in a big deep breath. Stretch, fill all the way up, send the breath to the spot behind your heart and let it all out. Draw your knees into your chest and give them a nice big hug. Rock side to side on your sacrum and massage your sacrum a little bit. And bring your hands to the outer edges of your feet and come into happy baby. Allow yourself the joy and fun of rocking on your sacrum. Press your knees gently towards the floor. Soles of the feet reach towards the ceiling or the sky. Just notice all the sensations. Good. Let them flow through you. Have fun with it. Add a little bit of joy here. And bring the soles of your feet back together and your knees back together and lower your feet towards the floor once again. Extend your legs long in front of you once again and arms long above you once again. Take your right hand, thumb and index finger, grab your left wrist and tug your left hand towards the right and walk your feet towards the right. So you're going to be in a bit of a banana shape. You can bring your left ankle over your right ankle and you'll notice a big stretch in the whole left side body. Open up the whole left side body, deep breath into it, huge breath out. One more deep breath, tug that left wrist towards the right. Fill all the nooks and crannies of your lungs with nourishment and let it out. Walk your hands and your feet back to center. Switch the clasp of your hand. Left thumb and index finger grab the right wrist. Walk your fingers towards the left side and your feet towards the left side. Right ankle atop the left. Stretch the whole right side body here. Breathe into every nook and cranny. Stretch the wrist towards the left. Toes extend long. Big deep breath into that banana. Have fun with it. And let it out. Another deep breath into the whole right side body. And walk your hands and feet back towards the center. Draw your knees into your chest once again and roll over to whichever side feels good. Press into your hands and come up to a seat. Cross your legs and ground your hips into the earth. Grow your spine tall and long out of your pelvis and the crown of your head reaches towards the sky. Puff your chest out towards the front. Deep breath into the chest. Huge out breath. Take your hands to your sacrum. Clasp them behind your sacrum. Extend your elbows. Shoot your fists towards the floor. Puff your chest out in front. Hips ground downward. Chest puffs forward. Crown of the head reaches tall. Deep inhale. And huge exhale. Another deep inhale here. Huge exhale. Release your hands. And we'll come to meet on hands and knees. Hands directly under your shoulders. Knees directly under your hips. Shins ground into the earth. Tops of your feet ground into the earth. Spread your fingers wide, big pie shapes between each hands, getting ready for Thanksgiving pie. Ground all 10 knuckles into the earth and connect your palms into the earth. Spine is straight and long. Crown of the head shines towards the front of your mat. On the inhale, arch into cow pose. Stick your sit bones up, crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Exhale, round and suck your navel up towards the sky, cat pose. Inhale, cow, arch your spine, crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Exhale, cat, round and suck that navel up as high as you can towards the sky. Enjoy all the movement here. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Suck your belly up high, high, high. Do 2 more on your own, whatever works for you. Notice all the sensations and allow and enjoy them. Have fun with it. Notice what works. And we'll come to meet in tabletop once again. With intention, turn your fingertips towards the outer edge of your mat. Rock gently side to side. Stretch your wrists and forearms a little bit. Just shift your weight from one hand to the other. Turn your fingertips to face your knees, and you'll feel a beautiful stretch in the forearms. And shift your weight back and forward here gently. Undo all the typing, texting tension in your forearms. Rock gently back and forth. And enjoy all the sensations. Send nourishment and compassion into those forearms as your hips rock back and forth. Turn your fingertips out to the side once again and forward once again. Walk your hands all the way forward, lower down to your elbows, stick your sit bones up towards the sky. We're going to come into puppy pose. Curl your toes under. Forearms will be on the earth. And you're going to shoot your hips back towards your heels. Lower your forehead towards the floor. You should notice a nice stretch in the back of the shoulders. Ground your third eye into the earth. Forearms ground into the earth. Palms ground into the earth. Notice all the sensations here. And just breathe into them. 3 deep breaths. Slowly walk your hands back to hands and knees. Come back to tabletop. Walk your palms forward, a handprint. Curl your toes and shoot your hips up towards the sky into downward dog. Enjoy this moment as well. It's your call to find the joy, even as we work towards solutions and stretching. Walk the dog here. Press one heel towards the floor and the other. Bend alternating knees. Press into your hands. Shoot your hips skyward. With intention, lift up onto both toes and slowly lower your heels towards the earth. Bend your left knee. Press the right heel towards the earth. Bend your right knee. Press your left heel towards the earth. Notice all the sensations. Come back to center. Lift up on both toes. Bend your knees so your shins are parallel to the floor. Press into your hands and push your hips back towards the back of the mat. Use all your strength and energy. And just notice how you feel, the shaking, the sensations, the energy. And then shoot your hips up towards the sky and slowly lower your heels once again towards the earth. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Come into a forward fold. Widen your stance if need be. Knees can be bent gently. Take a moment, grab your elbows, and allow your head and neck to release towards the floor. Let go of everything here. Shift your weight into your toes. Shift into your heels. Shift towards the left, towards the right. Play with it. And come back to center. Find your grounding, your balance. Unclasp your hands. Reclasp them at your sacrum.
Shoot your fists towards the back walls, straight your elbows, and allow your fists to fall over your head towards the front of your mat. Release even further downward, and notice the huge stretch in the front of the shoulders. Breathe into it. Send the breath to that spot behind your heart. Big deep breath in, huge in-breath. And huge out-breath. Bend that left knee straight to right and twist gently towards the right side. Deep breath in here. Huge breath out. Bend the right knee straight, the left, and twist towards the left this time. Notice all the sensations. Fill your chest up, especially that spot behind the heart. A new spot rolls open when you twist to the left. Send the breath there. Make room for your heart to fill and diastole, for the joy, for the celebration. Come back to center. Allow your fists to fall another inch forward towards the front of the mat. Release a tiny bit more. Open your chest here. Bring your fists back to your sacrum. Allow them to run down the backs of your thighs towards the floor. Engage your belly and slowly roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Your head will be the last to rise. Move as slowly as you can so you don't get dizzy. Ground your feet into the earth. Lift up all 10 toes and lower them down. Lift your kneecaps gently, tighten your thighs, tuck your pelvis, grow your spine long and tall. Crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Drop your shoulders with intention, palms open towards the front. Tadasana, mountain pose. It's a strong pose, yet open to receiving. Notice as you stand here strong and tall, what good is out there? What positive is out there? What is there for you to celebrate and own in this moment? No need to wait for Thanksgiving. Start to celebrate the little and the big today. You make space to celebrate. You bring celebration, light, joy, and love to everyone else. As healers, it's our call to experience the joy even as we work towards solutions. Inhale, reach both arms up towards the sky. Slight arch back, palms together, and bring your hands to heart center. Press those thumbs into your sternum, elbows out wide, and pause for a moment. Connect with your intention. How could you bring a little more joy and a little more celebration into the world today and this week and in the weeks and months to come? What could that look like? Inhale, lower your arms towards the earth. Open them out wide. Reach them up towards the sky, palms together. Take your right thumb and middle finger, grab your left wrist, and tip towards the right side. Ground the left foot, left hip downward, and tug that left wrist towards the right. Deep breath into the left side body here. Huge out breath. Deep in breath. Turn your head towards the left and let the air out. Inhale, turn back to center. Exhale, rise up towards the sky. Switch the clasp of your hand. Deep inhale. Stretch tall towards the sky. Exhale, tip towards the left side this time. Ground your right hip, right foot downward. Tug the left wrist towards the left. Deep breath into the whole right side body. Big out breath here. Another deep breath into the right side body. Exhale, turn your head over the right shoulder and let it out. In breath. Come back to center. Exhale, reach tall towards the sky. Drop your shoulders, hands still reach towards the sky. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, twist towards the right. Extend your hands, one, left in front, right behind. Inhale, twist back to center. Both arms reach towards the sky. Exhale, twist towards the left, right arm in front, left hand back. Inhale, twist back to center. Square your hips. Exhale, twist towards the right. Strong core here, holding yourself tall and straight. Inhale, reach tall towards the center, twist to center. Exhale, twist towards the left. Inhale, we'll meet back in the center. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause for a moment here. Deep breath into your chest. Huge breath out. Lower your hands to your sides. Allow them to reach outward and up towards the sky. Slight arch back. Palms together, fold forward, forward fold towards the earth. Inhale for a half lift, spine straight, legs straight. Crown of the head reaches towards the front of your mat. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands forward to downward dog. Palms ground into the earth, fingers spread wide, up on the balls of your feet. Shoot your hips towards the sky. Your hips are the apex of the downward dog. It's a spine stretch too. Deep breath in, big breath out. Shift your weight forward to plank, top of the push-up. Engage your belly, strong core, flat back. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, hug them in towards you, and lower down chaturanga towards the earth. Forehead touches the earth. Weight comes out of your hands. Inhale for low cobra. Open your chest, lift the crown of your head slowly towards the sky. Hold it up here for a moment. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, once again, lift up low cobra. Weight is out of your hands. Draw your shoulders back and down. Exhale, lower down. Walk your hands in front of you. From here, we're going to come into Sphinx pose. Forearms will be on the earth at shoulder height. Palms will be towards the floor. Walk your elbows in towards your torso and lift your torso, crown of your head up towards the sky. Ground your hip bones into the earth, tops of the feet, tops of the thighs into the earth. Heart open. Make space for that heart to fill in diastole. Deep breath in here. Big breath out. Slowly lower down towards the earth. And we'll press back directly to child's pose here. Press into your hands, fold your hips back. Open your knees, toes together, come into child's pose. Walk those fingertips long in front of you as far as you can. Sink your hips back towards your heels and allow your forehead to touch the earth. Take a moment to go inward. Connect with your heart and what feels full. What do you have to celebrate in this moment, big or small? Remind yourself of it and connect with it. Allow the hips to sink down and low and your heart to sink towards the earth. Forehead connects to the energy of the earth beneath. 2 more deep breaths here. Press your weight into your hands and we'll press up into downward dog. Curl your toes under, shoot your hips back. Even your weight in your hands, pie shapes between all of the fingers, press your knuckles into the earth. On the inhale, raise your right leg up towards the sky. Stack your hips, bend your right knee and open the front of the right hip. Roll your ankle to the right. and to the left. Send the breath into the front of the right hip. Deep breath. Extend your heel towards the back wall. Square the hips towards the floor. And on the exhale, gently bring your right foot between your hands. Come into warrior one here. So your right toes extend towards the front of the mat. Back toe is slight pigeon toe. Inhale, raise your arms up towards the sky, warrior one. Walk your right toes forward a little if you need to make sure your knee does not extend beyond your ankle. Raise both arms up towards the sky. Inhale, reach your fingertips tall. Exhale, sink your hips a little bit lower. Tap that right hip back, left hip forward. Press the left heel towards the earth. It doesn't have to touch, but you should have a beautiful stretch in your left calf. Inhale, lengthen towards the sky. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. Inhale, reach your fingertips up. On the exhale, cactus your arms out towards the side. Open your chest towards the front of the mat. Inhale, reach your fingers tall towards the sky. Exhale, cactus your arms open towards elbows towards the side. Inhale, reach your fingertips long and tall towards the sky. Exhale, once again, cactus the arms open, elbows down and back. Draw the scapula together here. Hold yourself in the cactus pose for a moment. Inhale, arms cactus. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, raise your arms up towards the sky once again. Exhale, bring your hands to your sacrum, clasp your fingers together, shoot your fists towards the floor, extend your elbows, puff your chest towards the front. Deep inhale into that space behind the heart. Grow your capacity to have. Deep breath in, huge exhale. Make room for the heart to fill in diastole. One more deep breath here. Puff that chest forward. And on the exhale, fold forward into humble warrior to the inside of the right knee. Fists extend towards the sky. Allow your head and neck to release towards the floor on the inside of the right knee. 3 breaths here. If you wish, you can stay upright, whatever works for you. Notice any wiggles and wobbles. Celebrate them. Celebrate what your body's able to do here, rather than if it's struggling. It's able to do so many things to make this happen. One more deep breath. Slowly rise your torso and the crown of your head towards the sky. Release your hands. Inhale, raise them up towards the sky. Exhale, bring them to heart center. From here, turn your back foot forward to face the front, so you'll be in a high lunge. We're going to shift our weight into the right foot and come forward into warrior 3, which is a balance pose. So you should press off your back foot, shift your weight into the front foot, hands at heart center for balance, raise your back foot up into the air and tip forward into a Superman-like pose. Left heel presses towards the back wall, a little below hip height. You can keep your hands at heart center, or if you wish, you can extend them out to the side or behind you, whatever works for you for balance. 3 breaths here. Notice all the tips and wobbles. And slowly lower that back foot towards the earth. Come back to the high lunge. Hands once again at heart center. Deep breath in, huge breath out. On the next exhale, bring your hands to the outside of the front foot. Step your back foot forward to meet the front foot. Come into a forward fold. Allow your head and neck to release. Grasp your elbows, sway a little bit side to side. Find your center. Bring your left palm to the earth in between your feet. Bend your left knee, straighten the right, twist towards the right side, roll your right wrist out. Enjoy all the sensations here. Roll it in the other direction. Bring your right hand in between your feet. Twist towards the left. Bend your right knee, straighten the left. Roll your left wrist to the right and to the left. Deep breaths into the space behind the heart. Make room to receive. Lower your hand towards the earth. Engage your belly and slowly roll up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, head will be the last to rise. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Draw them back towards the back of the mat and lower them towards the floor. Palms open to the front of the mat. Tadasana, mountain pose. Deep breath in to your chest, huge. Big breath out, cleansing breath, let it go. Another huge in-breath to that space behind the heart. And a huge out-breath, letting all the tension and negativity go. Make space for celebration. One more deep breath. And out. Inhale, both arms out and up towards the sky. Once again, palms together, arch back gently. Fold forward, forward fold. Inhale for a half lift, spine straight, crown of the head reaches forward, legs straight. Exhale, lower. Press your palms into the earth, step back to plank. Shift your weight forward on your toes and lower chaturanga towards the earth. Bend your elbows, untuck your toes, bend your knees if need be. Lower to the earth. Inhale for a low cobra, weight out of your hands, open your chest towards the front of the mat. Exhale, lower. Press into your hands, curl your toes, press back to downward dog. Shoot your hips skyward. Pause here in stillness for a moment. Just notice how you feel. Notice what feels good, what doesn't. Next inhale, raise your left leg towards the sky. Stack your hips, bend your left knee, roll your ankle to the left and to the right. Once again to the left and to the right. Extend your heel towards the back while square your hips towards the earth. On the exhale, gently bring your knee between your hands. Come into warrior one on the side. Widen your stance a little if you need. Left toes gently towards the front of the mat. Back toes pigeon toe towards the front right corner. Inhale, both arms reach towards the sky. Exhale, sink into your hips. Bend that front knee a little bit. Right heel presses towards the earth, but it doesn't need to touch. Inhale, reach your fingertips long. Exhale, sink into that front knee a little more. Make sure your knee is not extending behind your toes, your ankle. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, sink a little lower. Inhale, reach towards the sky. Exhale, cactus your arms down and back. Elbows reach backwards. Chest open. Reach your fingertips tall. Palms face one another. Exhale. Cactus arms, open your chest. Inhale, reach your fingertips towards the sky, palms together. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your chest. Inhale, reach your fingertips, all palms facing. Exhale, open your chest. Pause with the arms in cactus pose. Deep breath in. Press your elbows back a little more and let it out. With intention, squeeze your scapula together here. Inhale, raise your arms towards the sky. Exhale, draw your hands towards your sacrum, clasp your fingers, shoot your fists towards the earth, extend your elbows, puff your chest out towards the front. Deep breath in, fill the chest with good energy, and let go all of the tension. Notice any wiggles and wobbles you may feel. Draw your hands down, shoulders down and back, chest puffed out. And the next exhale, fold forward into humble warrior. Reach your fists towards the sky, head and neck fall towards the inside of the left knee. Front of the shoulders open, fists reach towards the sky. Deep breath in here. If you don't want to come to this pose, just stay upright, whatever works for you. Deep breath in, huge breath out. One more breath here. Slowly rise back up, right torso towards the sky, crown of the head towards the sky. Twist that back foot forward. Come into quite a high lunge. Bring your hands to heart center, palms pressed together, elbows out wide. Shift your weight off the back foot, come into the front foot, tip forward into warrior three. Raise your right foot towards the sky, right heel presses towards the back wall, torso tips forward. Press your palms together to help with balance. Notice the wiggles and wobbles and notice everything that works here. Celebrate your strength and your competence and the amazingness that all your muscles and nerves can do this. Deep breath in, focus on the spot on the floor in front of you that's not moving. One more breath. Slowly shift your weight back. Come back to high lunge, hands at heart center. Pause for a moment in stillness here. Inhale, raise both arms up towards the sky. We're gonna turn towards the right. Open your arms out into a star pose. Feet will be facing the side of the mat. Outer edges of your feet are parallel to the outer sides of your mat. So a wide angle pose. You're gonna open your arms into star pose. So everything reaching in opposite directions, chest puffs forward. Deep breath into that space behind the heart. And let it out. One more deep breath here. This is a position that you can use to grow your strength and your confidence and your courage when you need to do something challenging. Deep breath in, big breath out. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your heels in, toes out. Come into a plie second position. If you did ballet, sink your hips towards the earth. Raise your arms up once again in cactus position. Goddess pose. Another position of strength and courage. A position of celebration. Send the breath to that spot behind the heart. Fill yourself up with positivity and good feelings so you can bring it out to the rest of the world. Notice if anything is shaking. Raise your right heel up. Lower it down. Raise the left heel up. Lower it down. Can you raise both heels up? Notice the wobbles and everything that's working. Lower it down. Straight your knees, shoot your arms up. Star pose once again. Bring your hands to your hips, elbows behind you. Turn your toes once again towards the side edge of the mat. Puff your chest forwards. Fold forward, hinge at the hips with a straight back. Lower your hands towards the earth. You'll notice a nice stretch in the back of the legs. Walk your hands forward, handprint by handprint. Stretch your spine long, head falls forward towards the earth, hips shoot back towards the back of the mat. And pause for a moment here.
3 deep breaths. Walk your hands back to come underneath you. Bring both hands to the right ankle. Left hand remains on the ankle. Right hand reaches towards the sky. Come into a twist here. Notice the stretch in the back of the right leg. Breathe into it. Send the breath to the space behind the heart. This opens up a different little nook and cranny. Breathe into it and let it go. One more breath here. Bring your right hand back to your ankle. Walk your hands to the left side. Right hand stays on the ankle. Left hand, reach towards the sky, twist towards the left. Deep breath in. Huge breath out. Bring your left hand back towards your ankle. Walk to center. Bring your hands to your hips. Hinge at your waist, engage your belly, and slowly rise up to stand. Heel toe your feet together. Shake everything out. Roll your shoulders back 3 times. And forward 3 times. And we'll come to meet sitting down on the mat. Legs long in front. Rock side to side on your sit bones. Move the flesh of your seat out of the way. Toes will be flexed towards your nose. Your knees can have a gentle bend or they can be straight depending on how flexible your hamstrings are. Inhale, reach both arms up towards the sky. And exhale, fold forward over your toes. Come into an easy forward fold. Notice the release in the lower back. Keep your knees bent gently if need be. Close your eyes and go inward for just a moment. Notice how you feel now. Can you enjoy it? Walk your hands up your shins to your knees, to your thighs. Raise your torso towards the sky. Puff your chest out. Draw your fingertips behind you. Shoulders down and back. Press your knees into the floor. Dandasana or staff pose. Engage every muscle in your legs, toes, chest. Draw the shoulders down and back. Chest puffs out. Send the breath behind the heart. And let it out. Let everything go. Bring your arms parallel to your legs. Palms face together. Roll back slowly. Engage your belly. Inch by inch by inch, as slowly as you can with intention and purpose. Roll down. Till you come to land on the mat. Pause in stillness here. Notice what is connecting to the earth beneath. Notice the energy coming upward through you from the earth beneath. The earth is holding you, but also nourishing you. Flip your palms towards the floor. Bend your knees, soles of the feet on the earth. Walk your heels as close to your buttocks and your fingertips as you can. Ground into your hands and your feet. Shoot your hips skyward. Come into bridge pose. Knees energetically connect. Shimmy your shoulders underneath you to open your chest fully. Shoot your hips towards the sky. Ground into your feet. Take your hands, tug the outer edges of your mat and tug it towards your heels. Lift your chest and hips up higher.
Every muscle engaged. Reach your hip bones towards the sky. Engage every muscle in your buttocks. Reach tall. Send the breath to the spot that's often stuck behind the heart. Allow the heart to fill completely as it hangs here without gravity, tugging in the usual spots. 2 more breaths. Reach those sit bones high and tall. Slowly untuck your shoulders, let go of your mat. Lower your hips towards the earth. And allow yourself to pause and land. Undo any kinks in your shoulders. Take your right ankle, bring it to your left knee. Thread your hands between your thighs, grab the back of your left thigh and tug it towards you. Both feet will be flexed, figure 4 stretch. Take your right elbow, press into that right knee to give a little more stretch to the outer hip. If you wish, you can bring your hands to the front of your shin to intensify the stretch. Feet should be flexed to protect your knee. Big breaths to that spot behind the heart, even in this position. Deep breath in, big breath out. Let go of your shin or your thigh. Bring your left foot, flat to the earth. Draw your hands above you in a loose diamond shape or cactus shape. Allow your right foot to fall towards the left into a figure 4 twist. So the sole of your right foot will touch the earth. The outer edge of the left thigh will touch the earth. We'll have a nice stretch the whole way through the right hip, through the right side. If you wish, turn your gaze towards the right. Notice your heart slow here. What feels good? Allow it and enjoy it. Turn your gaze back to center. And your knees back to center. Uncross your foot and switch sides. Bring your left ankle to your right knee. Bring your hands, slide them around your right thigh. Draw your right thigh into your chest. Left elbow presses into the left knee. Feet are flexed. Figure 4. And shift your hands to your right shin if you wish. Connect with the breath as it slows down. Deep breath in. Smooth exhale. Release your hands from your shin or your thigh. Raise them above you in an easy diamond or cactus shape. Allow your left foot to fall to the right. Sole of the foot lands on the earth. Outer edge of the right thigh connects to the earth. Send the breath to the whole left side body, hip area, chest area. If you wish, turn your gaze to the left to intensify the stretch. To the right. Celebrate what feels good here. Allow a moment of joy. Turn your head back to center. Slowly lift your knees back to center. Uncross your legs. Once again, bring the soles of your feet together, knees out wide. Come back to Supta Baddha Konasana or reclining butterfly. Release your hands from above your head, left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Press gently into the heart space. Release the oxytocin and enjoy it. Bring your hands to the outer edges of your thighs. Draw your knees together. Stretch your legs long in front of you and allow your toes to fall to the outer edges of the mat. Hands fall open towards the sky about 6 inches from your waist. Allow yourself to come into Shavasana, or final resting pose. A few moments of deliciousness, complete relaxation. Allow the earth to hold you. Allow its energy to move through you. Allow your body to breathe itself. Come to complete stillness and just enjoy. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Notice all the sensations come back into your body, the awareness of everything that you feel. Reach your arms long above you and your toes long in front of you. Take a huge deep inhale and a big exhale. Draw your knees into your chest. Roll over to one side. Pause. Enjoy how you feel in this moment. Allow it, experience it. Can you carry it with you forward out into the world?
Celebrate that you made time to do this for yourself today, and celebrate the gift it has brought to you and will allow you to bring and share with everyone else. Press into your hands and slowly come up to a seat. Allow your hips to ground into the earth beneath you. Tilt your pelvis gently forward. Grow your spine long and tall towards the sky. Drop your shoulders. Palms open on your thighs. Deep breath in. Big breath out. A moment to receive and be open to whatever is out there in the universe. To connect with the good. To notice the abundance. And to celebrate even in the midst of trying to find solutions and lots of unusualness. Bring your hands to heart center. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Palms together, elbows out wide. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I hope that you can find many moments to celebrate in the week ahead, big and small, and that you share them and the associated positivity with you and with everyone around you. Have a beautiful Saturday. Namaste.